Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the sports cheating. This is the SS because in 2020 it's still a thing, and it's a big deal right now, and I know a lot of people are still talking about the current controversy, but this has been a controversy that's going on for a little bit now. Um, Sports cheating. Yeah, we still have to talk about that. So, if you haven't heard the news, the most recent cheating scandal is the MLB has now found out, which that's the baseball league, by the way, Major League Baseball League. Um, they have found out that the Astros were caught cheating, and yeah, it's caused a big stir, and it shouldn't be happening. And it's really appalling that we still, in this day and age, are basically, cheating to win a title. So a couple of years ago, in 2017, basically, the 2017 the Astros basically cheated to win the World Series. They cheated to win the World Series, guys. Yep, that happened, and it's really appalling, and it's really just it's just annoying that we have in this day and age we can have people still continuously trying to get an advantage to win a game or to win a championship. And it doesn't matter if it's football or baseball or basketball or soccer or hockey. It shouldn't happen. And so, we've seen the Patriots cheat twice. Actually, no, 3 times now. Because this year they got caught cheating again against the worst team in the NFL. The Saints obviously cheated in Bountygate on their way to winning their first title against Brett Favre when they, tried to injure Brett Favre. As we all know, that was proven already. And now we got the Astros cheating. So the Astros probably got the worst so far I've seen. They got $5 million in a team fine, and the general manager and the head coach were suspended for 1 full calendar season, but then were later fired by the Astros owner. That was a pretty good move by the owner. I'm really surprised that the owner actually fired him. I give him props because we've seen cheating scandals happen all the time, and I've not seen the coach been fired. Sean Payton was suspended for a full calendar season by the Saints after Bountygate was proven, and I didn't see him getting fired by Mickey Loomis, which he should have. For the Bountygate. I don't care that he didn't know. Some people, he didn't know. He didn't know that Greg Williams was doing this. Well, you're the head coach. You're in the meetings with, your players. Obviously, your football players know what's going on. They know what they're doing. You should, you should be aware of the football operations that are going on, especially if you're the head coach. And so I definitely don't buy that Sean Payton didn't know what was going on there when Greg Williams was doing it. Obviously, the Patriots, Spygate, Deflategate, Spygate 2.0 as of this year. But now with the Astros, like I said, they probably got the worst of it. They got a first round pick, also lost as well too. But there's one thing that hasn't happened to any of these teams that have cheated, and there hasn't been anything that has happened to them, which is why, until it does happen, these teams are going to continue to cheat. There are going to be future teams that are going to cheat. Maybe these other teams will cheat again. I don't know. But the only way teams will not cheat is if one thing needs to happen now. One thing needs to happen. They get stripped of their title. And I want people to understand this. The only way these people are going to realize that the leagues are serious is if they lose their championship. Some say, well, they can't take away their championships. The NCAA does it, first of all, and they get paid for free. Okay. You know, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. When you cheat on a math test, you get suspended, probably expelled, if you get busted for cheating on a math test or a science test or whatever in school. Okay? If you cheat in any way in college, you get expelled, you lose your titles, whatever. You get the worst of it. Why should it be any different when you're making millions upon millions of dollars? Okay, why should it be any different? I don't understand the logic when people are trying to argue, oh, they can't do that, they're making this kind of money and stuff. Why? You're getting paid millions upon millions of dollars. You're getting paid more than people that are just doing it for free. When they go and play high school, you do high school football, which I did high school football and high school wrestling. We're doing that for free. We're not getting paid shit, okay? We're busting our ass off to win. And win championships and win tournaments and win all that stuff. Why should you, as a star in a pro league, get treated any differently because you're making millions upon millions of dollars? That is bullshit. That is a stupid argument. And you want to know something? The NFL has stripped people of championships before. It's a long time ago. Y'all weren't alive for it. I certainly wasn't, but I'm sure most of you were, unless you're like 80. But the NFL did strip people of championships. The Possiville Maroons, okay? The Possiville Maroons. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Okay, I believe they're in Pennsylvania. Okay. They lost their championship. They got stripped of their championship to at the time, the Chicago Cardinals, modern day Arizona Cardinals. Okay. They got stripped of their title. They won the NFL championship in 1925. Again, this team doesn't exist anymore. They got suspended because they played an exhibition game. Okay? And because of that, they lost their titles to the Cardinals. Okay? I think they were even suspended for a season. Like the whole team was suspended for a whole season. Like not able to play for a whole season in 1926. Okay? So when people tell me that the NFL can't strip the Patriots of a championship, they're wrong. They can. They choose not to. There's the difference. Any of these sports teams, commissioners and all that stuff, any of them can strip anybody of a championship. They choose not to. And by not doing that, you are giving the coaches, you are giving the players that do this, and I'm not saying all of them do, because there are a lot of players that legitimately play this game and do it within the rules and legitimately win a championship and earn that right to be champion, to be called a champion. Okay, they earn that right. But these other people that are doing it and trying to get an unfair advantage to win, they don't deserve the title that they're getting because they're cheating. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit of that. They shouldn't get it. They should not. Okay? The Raiders did it too back in the 70s. Or in little 80s, with the Stickum shit. Okay? You all know about that crap. They banned that stuff. But honestly, that stuff should have been banned years ago, years before. I mean, that shit was just ridiculous. If you guys see the documentary about the Stickum stuff, it's just an insane story. What the Raiders used to do to cheat. But again, this all stems back to players cheating, teams cheating, not doing anything about it. Okay? Not doing anything about it. And, then players just continue to do it. Until you strip somebody of a championship after they've been caught cheating, they're not going to stop. There will be another team that does this. There will be another team. This isn't just going to end with the Astros on the baseball league. I'm not very much up to date with when it comes to baseball. I don't really watch baseball, but it's going to continue if these leagues, okay, not just baseball, football, because I've seen this with football many times already. Okay, teams are just going to continue doing this. Someone else in the future is going to do this. It's going to keep happening until we crack down and strip somebody of a title. If you strip somebody of a championship, I guarantee you, teams are going to stop doing this. They're going to stop trying to do this. Because what the Astros basically did is essentially what the Patriots got caught doing, years ago, and essentially this year now, too, against the worst team in the league. Spygate is essentially what they were doing. They were looking at signals when they were describing. Sorry about that. What teams are going to eventually do is they're just going to stop. They're just gonna stop doing it. They're gonna stop doing it because teams are going to teams are not going to try to do it anymore because they know they got caught cheating. A team got caught cheating and got stripped of their title. They're not gonna try to do it again if they're risking themselves on cheating. It's not gonna happen anymore. That's the only way teams are going to realize, look, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. That's the only way it happens. Only way it happens is if these teams, it doesn't matter what team it is, doesn't matter what league it is, that's the only way it's going to stop. The only way it's going to stop is if they strip a team of their championships. It doesn't matter if they lose millions of dollars. It needs to happen. It the principles of this. You're getting an unfair advantage. And some people are going to say, well, the Astros, they beat them in the World Series fair and square. They didn't cheat during the World Series. What does that matter? They got to the World Series by cheating. So they shouldn't even have been there. So people can argue that they shouldn't even have been in the World Series. They should have, you can argue that. You can argue that they shouldn't even have been in the World Series. Because they were cheating in the regular season, they were cheating in the playoffs on their way to a World Series, then they cheated to get there. So they shouldn't have been there to begin with. That's my point with this. Is it doesn't matter if when they cheated, when they didn't cheat, it doesn't matter if you get to a championship, okay, and you didn't cheat in that particular game. Or in this case, a series, okay? It doesn't matter. Because if you cheated in the regular season and you cheated in the playoffs on the way to the championship, but you didn't cheat in the championship round, this doesn't matter. You cheated to get there. So in a sense, you should lose your title. People get stripped of world records for cheating, okay? Just little amounts of cheating, they lose their entire records. Why should it be different for people that are getting paid millions of dollars? People lose their records just for doing it for free. Okay, doing the record for free just to get themselves into Guinness. Why should it matter that you're getting paid millions of dollars? Okay, cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid. It doesn't matter if you're not getting paid or getting paid. You cheated, you should lose your freaking record. It does not freaking matter. As someone who played sports in high school that worked his butt off to do what I do to accomplish stuff I accomplished in high school, okay? And I did it out of hard work. And to see these people, they getting paid millions. In high school, when we play high school sports, we don't get paid millions. College don't get paid. I mean, soon the college athletes are going to be getting paid. But up until this year, that wasn't the case. Okay? So, why the hell should it be any different for teams that aren't getting paid? Why should it be any different for people that aren't getting paid compared to people that are getting paid? It's ridiculous. Needs to stop. That's my take on this, and that's my rant on this. My take on this, Astros should be stripped of their World Series. They haven't at this moment. They say, well, it's undetermined. I don't believe that. If they were stealing signals throughout the whole season on their way to the World Series, even if they didn't actually cheat in the World Series game itself, if they cheated in the lead up to getting to that game, they should be expunged from their title. They should not have the title. Should not be allowed to have the World Series. And it should be given to the Dodgers. It really should be. They should just give it to the Dodgers. That's what should happen. I know it'd be kind of weird, since the Dodgers didn't actually win, but really, they cheated. They shouldn't have that title anymore. That's the way I take it. That's the way I take it. Comment, rate. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video or my other videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. If you are subscribed, and I have my Discord link in the description as well. That's about it. And yes, it's Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace.